Take a gentle moment to settle in wherever you are. Allow your body to soften and let your shoulders drop just a little lower. Begin to notice your breath, slow, steady, and calm. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. Again, inhale gently and exhale, releasing the day. As you continue breathing, imagine any negative thoughts you've carried today beginning to loosen, like leaves drifting away on a quiet stream. There's nothing you need to hold on to right now. No worries, no stress. Just let them pass by, one by one. Now, gently invite in something lighter, a calm, positive feeling. It might be a small moment of gratitude, a peaceful memory, or simply the comfort of being here, safe and at rest. With each breath in, allow that positive feeling to grow just a little stronger. And with each breath out, release anything that no longer serves you. You are creating space for calm, for clarity, for rest. And as your mind becomes quieter, your body follows, easing slowly, naturally into a peaceful state, ready for a deep and peaceful night's sleep. Tonight, we journey back to a quieter world, a world of scrolls, soft footsteps, and whispered knowledge, a world where wisdom was gathered carefully, patiently, over centuries. Imagine walking through a vast stone hall. The air is cool, still, almost sacred. Light filters in through tall windows. Dust floats gently like drifting stars. Before you, rows upon rows of shelves, not filled with books as we know them today, but with scrolls, rolled papyrus, carefully tied, labeled in ink, each one holding a voice from the past. These were the libraries of the ancient world, places not just of storage, but of memory, of ambition, curiosity, and quiet devotion to knowledge. Long before digital archives, before printing presses, before bound books, there were people who believed that knowledge should be preserved, protected, and shared. One of the most famous places stood near the Mediterranean Sea, a place of scholars, thinkers, and dreamers, a place where ships arriving in harbor were searched, not for treasure, but for texts. Every scroll found was carefully copied, and the original was returned. Imagine that, a world so devoted to knowledge that stories, ideas, and discoveries were considered the greatest treasures of all. Inside these ancient libraries, scribes worked quietly, hour after hour, day after day. Their tools were simple: reed pens, ink, and steady hands. They copied texts line by line, carefully, patiently, so that knowledge would not be lost. You can almost hear it, the soft scratching of pen on papyrus, the faint rustle of rolled scrolls being opened, the gentle exhale of a scholar deep in thought. There was no rush here, no noise, only time. Some scrolls held stories, myths of gods and heroes, tales passed down through generations. Others contained science, early astronomy, mathematics, medicine, observations of the stars, the human body, the natural world. Imagine discovering something new for the very first time and writing it down, not knowing if anyone would ever read it. But you continue writing because knowledge feels important. These libraries were not silent in spirit. They were alive with curiosity, with questions, with the quiet hum of human thought. In another part of the ancient world, far from the sea, there were different libraries, some carved into clay. Instead of scrolls, there were tablets pressed with symbols, carefully etched before being baked hard. These tablets could last for thousands of years, holding records, stories, laws, even everyday transactions. Imagine holding one, a small piece of clay, yet within it, a message from someone who lived thousands of years ago. A voice carried through time. Some libraries were part of temples, others belonged to kings, collected not only for learning, but for legacy. To gather knowledge was to gather power. To understand the world was to shape it. But beyond power, there was something softer, something quieter. A simple desire to remember. Even then, people understood that memories fade, voices disappear. But words, written carefully, can last forever. Imagine a scholar, late at night, a single flame flickering beside them. They lean over a scroll, eyes heavy but focused. Outside, the world sleeps, but inside, knowledge continues to grow. These libraries were more than buildings. They were sanctuaries. They were places where time slowed, where a single thought could travel across centuries. These great libraries no longer exist, lost to time, to fire, to change. And yet, their spirit remains. Because knowledge, once created, rarely disappears completely. It echoes in other texts, in shared ideas, in the way we understand the world today. Even now, as you listen, you are part of that long tradition, receiving knowledge, passing through it, letting it settle gently. There is something calming about the idea that across time, people have always sought to learn, to understand, to preserve. And they did so quietly, patiently, without hurry. Imagine walking once more through one of those ancient halls. Your footsteps are soft. The air is still. You reach out and gently take a scroll. You unroll it slowly, carefully. The text before you is unfamiliar, yet somehow comforting. It reminds you that someone long ago sat quietly and wrote these words. Take a slow breath and another. Let your mind drift through these ancient spaces, through halls of knowledge, through rows of memory. Feel the calm, the stillness, the quiet weight of history. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go, only to rest in this shared human story. A story of learning, of curiosity, of gentle persistence. And as these ancient libraries fade softly into the distance, let their quiet presence remain. A reminder that even in silence, something meaningful is always unfolding, slowly, gently, drifting into quiet rest, where everything is calm, and you can simply let go. As you remain here, calm and at ease, allow this gentle sense of peace to stay with you. Notice your breath again, slow, soft, and steady. With each inhale, invite in quiet, positive thoughts, simple, comforting, and light. And with each exhale, let go, even more deeply, of anything that feels heavy or unnecessary. Your mind is beginning to settle like still water. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to go. Just rest in this moment. Feel your body growing heavier, more relaxed. With every breath, your muscles soften, your jaw unclenches, your forehead smooths. And as positive thoughts gently drift through your mind, they begin to slow, becoming quieter, softer, like distant echoes fading into silence. You are safe, you are calm, you are ready for rest. Allow yourself to drift slowly, gently, into a deep, peaceful, and restorative sleep.